Hey guys, this is Richard from reefs.com. Thank you for joining me for this video. For this video, we are traveling to Port Saint Lucie, Florida to visit one of my good friend Chris Portale of the fish store. He is going to help me reboot my Nano tank and fill it with corals. Let's check this out.
Hey guys, good morning. It's Chris with the Fish Store. We're down here in Port Saint Lucie, Florida. Today we're with Rich from the Aficionado channel and we're gonna work on his aquascape today. And previously on another video, we had built for his main display a larger aquascape. Today we're gonna showcase some tips and tricks on this little 10-gallon, and we're gonna make this super simple and easy. This way everybody can aquascape something and you can do this at home just like us. So guys, with the advancement of social media, a lot of times you're seeing these new style aquarium designs, negative scape, bonsai style. After 20 plus years of building aquascapes and doing all these different rock structures, we have a couple tips and things that we're gonna share with you. This way you have the same success as we do today. All right, so today guys, we're gonna be using our favorite Carib Sea rock. We picked out flats. So this type of rock, we'll be able to do some shelf work. We'll be able to do little ledges and spots for our coral mounts. This is one of my favorite rocks to use. We also have BCI Icy Gel. I really like it because it's very thick and it's very easy to work with when we're gluing stuff together. Also, when you're dealing with bigger rock structures and things that aren't set, we like this accelerator. This way, when things aren't set perfectly, you can hit it with the accelerator and it dries it instantly and locks it up. This way, there's no movement between the pieces and get a nice setting that way. What also we're gonna be using is some blue tape, a little bit of cardboard, and our tape measure. What we're doing is we're gonna take the measurements from the inside of the tank. This way we have a little bit of space for our mag float and our cleaners. This way we can clean the glass, access little things around the edges, and not have rock hitting the glass, so we can keep it nice and clean. Today we're gonna be doing 9 by 9. We take a measurement on a piece of cardboard that we have laid out, and we go 9 inches by 9 inches, and that we're gonna take this blue tape and lay it out so that this way we have markings on the cardboard of exactly where we wanna make our rock template. Now that we have our rock template, we actually have a frame size of the rocks that we want to work with, and we know that we want to stay inside this frame that we built. This way it'll have the perfect dimensions for our tank. So after we've taken all the rock out of the box, we've set it up a couple times actually. So I've made 3 or 4 different designs, and this is kind of what we've chosen that we've liked the best. A lot of different ledges and edges and places to put coral, and that's kind of our goal, is to give us a lot of mounting places for our corals. Let's say if they're gonna go with zoes and pallies, they're gonna be on the bottom, and it's gonna give us a lot of surface area for those to grow. Having ledges and surface area and having places to mount corals is key, and that's why we've kind of offset the rock just a little bit. So instead of having the rock perfectly together, we've offset them just a tiny bit, and that little ledge gives us a different height space. So that way the corals aren't on the same plane. They're offset a little bit and they're not growing into each other. So as we're gluing the rock together, I do like to make sure we have 2 or 3 points of contact. This way, later on when the coral's growing and creating weight, it doesn't break the bond. And we want to make sure that these 2 pieces of rock, when we're putting them together, have a nice bond. This way it's not rocking back and forth. And then later on, it's going to be nice and stable. All right, guys, now we're going to try some glue and we're going to put this in together, and hopefully I'll remember how we designed it, and we can put it back together the same way. All right, guys, we got our first layer glued, done. Now we're gonna take our next stack. I saved it to the exact position that we had before. Stack it right on. If that looks good in the same position, then we just go on to the next rock. We wanna make sure we got 3 nice glue dabs. All right, guys, we're going for our next piece. And like I said before, what we want to do is get 3 nice mounting feet. Hit it with some of the accelerator. A little bit of weight on there just for a minute. This way it hardens up, we get a nice good bite, and we don't have to worry about the rocks coming apart. Perfect. Real time, just like that. We probably don't need the gallon jug, but I just like a little bit extra pressure. The way it holds it for a couple of seconds gets a good cure. Once this Insta-Set sets, we're good. Just like that. We're gonna try multiple sections to make sure everything got a good bond. I like it. All right, guys, so we got our rock structure the way we want it, and just as always, we want to change just one little thing, so we called an audible, and we're going to make a little change right on the fly. So we wanted a little bit more structure out into the front. So what we did was we took a little piece, made it to where it's going to fit right in this little pocket. We hit it with a little bit of glue on 2 different sides. This way we know it's got a good bite. We want to put it right in our location where we want it to go and hit it with a little bit of accelerator. That way, this will lock up in the same position that we need it. But we want to make sure that we cover the cracks. So we took little tiny pieces of rock and we can set it up right on the crack to make it look like it was never there. Hit that with a little accelerator. Just like that. Hey guys, it's Chris with the Fish Store. Thank you for joining us on this video. What we're doing is we're trying to give you a little bit of help so you can build your aquascape the way that you want it. They may seem difficult, they're super easy, and we're here to make it easy for you so this way you have good success. Hey guys, I'm Chris with the Fish Store. Thank you for hanging out with us today and taking your time with us, and so we can share a little bit of education, just a little bit of help to help you make your rock structure exactly the way you want it. We want you to have an awesome aquarium, so we are here to help you build what you want.